start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Trying to stand but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means?
First and foremost, chosen ones, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You gonna continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you a brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Also, you already know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume. Thank you so much, babies. So before we get started, chosen ones, as always, I want to thank you in advance for all your love, likes, shares, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you. Also, as y'all can hear, the rasp is even more raspy, all right? It's been rainy. It's been windy. You hear me? So I might need to add the captions because I'm sounding like Shaq in a sense. All you hearing is that bass, all right? So excuse me in advance, all right? Now, chosen ones, we're going to start off the message with this. I want you to make sure that you're not allowing your loyalty, you understand me, to have you lose out on certain things. Now, what do I mean? See, there's some of you who are out here going so hard to protect certain individuals that you were connected to, certain people that you wanted to pursue or that was pursuing you. This could be certain partners, this could be friends, this could be family, so on and so forth, right? See, some of you are willing to go so hard because you call yourself protecting that person. You feel like they a victim when really they the villain, so you need to be cautious. See, there's some of you that individuals are sending you to do the dark work of them. Now, what do I mean? See, this is people talking crazy about other individuals. They gossiping. They trying to project negativity. They out here trying to pay practitioners to play in their energy. They out here spreading lies, so on and so forth, because they feel like they had to choose a certain side. See, chosen ones. When it comes down to it, they better choose the right side. You understand me? And you better make sure that that's the divine side. You understand me? Now, what do I mean? See, chosen ones, I want you to think about this, right? There's certain people that send you in to do the dirty work of them. So they talking crazy about certain people. They telling you how this person's doing that, this person acted like this person did all of these things, whatever the case may be, right? But you gonna have to ask yourself why that person did it. Not only just that, chosen ones, you have to realize how come they have you stepping up and doing the work for them? How come they have you doing certain dirt for them? They want to try to use you as a shield to protect them from certain projections that they projecting. There's certain people that, again, they're going to try to use you to speak on behalf of these individuals. So that's you giving them a good word in a sense, right? That's almost like them being able to use you as an alibi for certain things that they did. This is them, again, going out and committing a crime, whether or not that's physically, energetically, mentally, spiritually, morally, whatever the case may be, right? They out here committing certain crimes, doing certain craziness, doing certain mischievous things, but then have enough nerve and want you to sit there and speak up on behalf of them. See, I want you to be cautious, right? Because you're going to end up getting caught up in that too, because God sits there and sends certain people to cross paths with you, to relay certain messages to you. See, chosen ones. All we're here to do is speak the truth and force individuals to be authentically them. You understand me? And you have to know what comes with that. See, there's certain people that's going to be triggered by the things that you say to them. See, there's certain people that's complacent and they're not going to like the fact that you forcing them out of certain situations. But this is what we built to do. See, when they call themselves attacking you, they not. They really going after God. Now, what do I mean? See, there's certain people that don't like the way that you speak. They don't like the fact that you stay in your divine energy. They don't like the fact that you got your light real bright, right? So what do they try to do? They sit there and try to talk crazy to you. They try to target you. They try to discredit you. They try to gang up on you. They try to leave negative comments. You got nurses that's out here being negative, like their career can't get taken away in a second. You better be cautious. Hope that that person that you loyal to is going to sit there and provide certain things for you. But here's a new flash. They're not going to be able to because theirs is getting limited. See, there's certain people that you going hard for. And again, when you lose certain things that God had an opportunity for it to come in for you, but because you was out here loyal to the wrong individuals, now your finances are stopping. Now certain things you not prospering. And that person that you out here protecting, they not going to be able to protect you because they the reason why you going through what you going through. So you better cut that shit out. You understand me? See, again, chosen ones, I want you to pay attention. See, it's almost like when your parent tells you to say something to your sibling, right? So it's almost like your mother or your father, your grandparents, whoever raised you, sitting there telling you to tell so-and-so to go clean up their room or go do the chores that they told them to, right? See, there's a chance that that sibling's going to sit there and talk shit. They going to huff and puff. They going to talk about how they ain't going to do it. And you like, cool. Because what you was telling them to do wasn't coming from you. It was coming from the person that was over both of you. You understand me? So that's almost like, again, you telling certain people what your parent told you to do. You telling a sibling like, hey, listen, so-and-so said clean your room. So-and-so said do your chores. And they didn't want to. They wanted to talk negative. They wanted to disrespect you, right? Okay, cool. That's almost like there's certain students in class and you try to tell them the task that the teacher told you to tell them and they don't want to listen just because it's coming from you, right? See, chosen ones, you don't take it personal when people, again, don't want to go with the flow or take the divine guidance that God is giving you to give them. See, you sit there and stay in your truths. Everything's about to get revealed, but we're going to have to talk, right? Now, I say all of this, again, be cautious of the sides that you're choosing. Now, chosen ones, there's certain people, you hear this a lot today, where people, everybody's claiming to be chosen. In a way, that's true. See, they wasn't chosen by the divine, so they not chosen like you. See, some of these people are only chosen because chosen individuals chose to deal with them. See, some of these people are only chosen because the devil chose them to do certain demonic things. See, they not chosen like you. They not bringing love, light, and positivity through. You understand me? So I want you to see certain things clearly. See, this ain't for us to sit there and prove to them that they wrong or prove that we right. Now, in due time, everything that's in the dark is going to come to light. But you better watch how hard you going for that darkness. Because some things can't be undone. See, if God told certain people to cross paths with you and they gave you certain messages or was able to provide you certain confirmations and you sat there and was at the fence, you was questioning them, you was being negative, you was projecting, so on and so forth. When you start to have karma and consequences come through, there ain't none of that. God ain't trying to hear you go to him and ask him why these things is happening to you. God's going to remind you, remember when I told so-and-so that this is what it was and they told you and instead you tried to attack them or dim them down? See, you wondering why your business isn't booming. Remember when you try to stop that person's from finances from coming through? Oh, remember you wondering why nobody's rocking with you? It's because, remember when you was lying on so-and-so to make them look bad? Because I told you lies is a form of black magic. Because what is magic but words with intentions behind them? So therefore, if you lying, you trying to change the perspective of somebody that's divine, and God don't play like that. You understand me? So, chosen ones, I want you to make sure that, again, you intuitively listening to God and you following God's guidance. These people are going to try to put on a certain facade to have you protect them, for you to be on their side. They're going to feel like because they got numbers behind them, that makes them a hit in the, but it doesn't. You understand me? Again, nobody can bully you if God's backing you. Nobody can stop what's coming through for you unless God has it happen. You understand me? So I want you to stay optimistic, but let's talk, right? Now, chosen ones, we going to have to get into this. Because right now is the time where all of the things that you previously were manifesting are starting to come in. See, even the past partners that you were manifesting to, because once upon a time you wanted to be with these individuals. See, once upon a time you seen that as your end all, be all, right? Okay. Okay. See, you wanted them in your life. You wanted them to get it right. You wanted them to sit there and chase you. You was out here trying to persuade these people on why they should select you, when really they should have been out here auditioning and presenting the best version of themselves in order for you to even check them out. See, chosen ones. There's some of you that for so long you try to persuade people the right way to go. For so long you try to give them love. You try to show them that you loyal. You try to show them that you helpful. You try to show them that you invest in them. You try to speak certain life into them, so on and so forth, right? Now hear me out. See, chosen ones, for so long, whether or not that was you trying to appease your parents and walk in the blueprint that they set for you, whether or not you was called yourself being a good friend, so you try to put them on to certain things that other individuals intended to do, whether or not this was that job position that you showed up and you was clocked in helping them anytime they needed assistance, whether or not that was that lover that was abandoned, was abused, was cheated on way before they crossed paths with you, and you was trying to show them a different view, but instead they took it out on you, what that individual did to them. See, we gonna have to talk. God is not no God of confusion. You understand me? Now let me say that God is not a God of confusion. So if you got a question whether or not that person's for you, then that means 100% energetically, you don't feel the spark with that individual. If you got to sit there and compromise, it don't come from the divine, and you better shy away from it. Now, what do I mean? See, again, multiple manifestations are starting to present themselves, and you starting to see them, right? So again, when you met that past person, you met them on that the type of energy that you was carrying, right? Because you are what you attract. So during that time, you was still hurt about certain things that you went through for your past. You still had abandonment issues based upon your parents. You still had confidence issues based upon who instilled certain insecurities within you. You was doubting yourself. You wasn't trusting your intuition. You was allowing the devil and his slick words to persuade you to head in that direction. You was sitting there listening out for everybody else, but you wasn't listening to what God told you. See, how come when God told you that that person wasn't for you, you questioned it? Are you sure? See, but they showing me this. Are you sure? Because they giving me that. Are you sure? But when you don't intuitively feel like certain things right with that person, you listen to them. You don't question at all. So if they say that they was out with they boys, that's why they ain't answer your calls, you go with it. You don't really want to know the truth. You want something that feels comfortable to you. You want to put on an illusion so that you don't feel like you're going through what you're going through. That's not your divine person. If you waiting 5, 6 years being engaged or waiting to get proposed to, that's not your person. They gonna know automatically when they cross paths with you what they want and intend to do with you. That's not gonna, oh, we'll see where it goes type of person. This ain't no, oh, well, in due time, there's no rush to get in a commitment. This is the person that when they cross paths with you, they gonna automatically know that you the blessings, you the prayers that's being answered and presented. They gonna know that they, again, you are the answer to all the things. If they properly prepared for the prayers that they requested in a sense, and when they cross paths with you, they know that that opportunity is getting presented and they going to take chances with it. You understand me? These are people that's going to take that risk. They going to know like, I prayed for love. This person is that. I prayed for this. See, this is why I say it's very important for you to have certain personal conversations with God, but you don't have to speak everything out loud because, again, you got to think somebody can be over listening or overhearing your conversation. So you got to realize that at times there's monitoring spirits. There's certain demons that's just out here listening. I told you that God almost works like a personal walkie-talkie, right? When you on God's frequency, meaning that you in your divine energy, which means you done raise your vibrations, that's that channel in a sense. So you having direct conversations with God, right? And everybody who, again, to see that image, to get that message, to know what type of phase or stage that you in your life, they have to be on that channel too. And what tends to happen is you out here try to fill in certain individuals on the conversations that's happening between you and God. So, and that's none of their business. Because again, had they been vibrating from the same energy as you, that's some information that God would have given them. But the fact that you got to put them on. So hear me out, chosen ones. This is almost, again, think about the walkie-talkie. You on that similar channel. That means you talking, they hear it. But you know how if you're not on the same channel from time to time, you hear certain things come in and out. So you may catch a glimpse of the conversation about certain words. So that's how the devil do. The devil is not on the same channel, the same frequency. These demonic and karmic individuals aren't on the same energy and frequency, the same channel as God. So what do? Listen for certain blurts and words to come out. So that's you saying love. So they don't know if you already have love, if you find in love, whatever the case may be. So they're going to try to attack love from coming into your life completely. They're going to try to diminish the love that you have for yourself. They're going to have you doubt yourself. They're going to make you feel like nobody around you loves you. They're going to feel like you don't deserve love to come through. They're going to make you feel like love would never come through. And that's not true. But again, they don't know how close you are to love. So they're going to try to do everything they can to try to stop it from coming in. See, that's almost like pertaining to finances too. They don't know if you got it or if you don't, because you still operating truly you. You happy whether or not you have a lot of bread or if your funds was typically limited. You was just happy that, yeah, you may have been living check to check, but you had a check to pay those bills in a sense. So therefore, again, they don't know how far in you are pertaining to your business. They don't know if your business is booming. They don't know if you got that bread yet, because you still happy, you still grateful, regardless of what you have in your pockets. You understand me? So because they don't know that, they're going to try to stop your finances. They're going to try to stop your business. They're going to try to diminish your character. They're going to try to talk about you crazy. They're going to try to do money spells to keep you from prevailing, and that's not going to happen. You understand me? But chosen ones, let's get back to it, right? It's very important for you to be able to talk to God inside. That means you know how you think about certain things, you have certain prayers and you can say them silently. That's what you need to learn to do. Because chosen ones, believe it or not, we haven't always used words to communicate. We've actually, our original language, chosen ones, when we came here, was intuitively, was telepathically. Because again, you got to think, and let's take a step back, right? See, chosen ones, I told you that there once was upon a time that the devil used to be in God's kingdom too. He was the best dressed. He was flashy. He had a way with words, right? A way to communicate, excuse me. So the devil got mad because he actually had to put certain work in, and he ain't like the fact because he thought that he was picture perfect. He like, what? He thought he was dressed to impress. He ain't want to put no work in. So what did he try to do? Persuade other people to go with him and go against God and his crew, right? So when God heard that the devil was talking crazy, he went to him like, hey, yo, what's going on? The devil like, nah, he felt like he was too fly. He didn't want to put that work in. He wanted things handed to him. He thought that he was picture perfect. Again, he thought that he was God, but he wasn't. God was just presenting certain things to him. So it was an illusion, but stay with me. See, the devil then got his crew and was like, okay, they wanted to go against God. God was like, recruit who you want to recruit. That was that free will. Like, okay, if they want to go with you, let them go with you, all right? I'm not going to force you to stay or be here. Now, I could tell you things ain't what it appears to be, but the devil's like, God wasn't telling the truth. God was just saying that to keep you from doing certain work. God was just trying to have you do this, right? So at that point in time, chosen ones, again, the devil didn't persuade certain people to go with him. God was like, all right, you got free will. That's what you want to do. Do that. Do that. Okay, Miss Murray, you want to go? Go. Okay, Charles, you want to go? Go. That's what you want to do. But I'm telling you, it's not what it appears to be, but go ahead. So when they got there, because again, God was still giving. You got to remember that God created the whole universe, correct? That means space, solids, right? Water, all of that, right? Now, chosen ones, with that being said, God still was nice and was like, matter of fact, I'm going to sit there and pluck off this little bit of area for you. Because again, compared to the whole world and universe, the earth is a small area. You understand me? See, it's small when it comes to compare to how big God is. So God sat there and was still being nice. Like you get a little bit of area. Maybe you got a little attitude, get yourself together. So that's almost like, say you got a child or you was that child that had an attitude or was acting out and your mother or your father was like, go ahead in your room. They still allowed you to be in their home in a sense, but you was in a personal space. So just like, again, think about Earth. That's equivalent to the universe, right? The universe is the whole house, but that room is like Earth. So God gave them a small little area. Okay, had that. Go ahead. Have your attitude. Listen to the music that you want to listen to. Roll your eyes if that's what you choose to do in that small area. But don't you come out in this living room talking crazy. Don't you go in the other person's being shady. Don't you do... You understand me? So what happened, chosen ones? The devil then got a group, came here, and what he told them, he sat there and finessed. See, this is why you got to be cautious. You hear me? Because certain people will say certain things, and you got to remember that words have double meanings. So when the devil told them that they could come here and they had to put no work in to get certain things, in a sense, he was right, but it wasn't the way that they thought. See, they thought that the devil was going to be able to persuade like God, feed them, give them abundance, give them protection, heal them, nurture them, all of these things, right? But now that wasn't the case. See, when the devil said you ain't have to do nothing to get it, it's because he wanted you to steal it in order to have it. He like, you don't got to put work in, but if you see somebody that got that, go ahead and take it from them. The devil was telling them that they had to sit there and again, do certain devious things in order to get ahead, right? So I want you to realize these are the scammers. These are the scammers that don't feel that, okay, it's not a problem. They robbing Uncle Sam instead of actually putting that work in. Oh, nah. That's how the demons think about God too. Like, oh, they got more than enough. The chosen one got more than enough. So that's why they keep trying to steal certain things from you, take certain things from you, limit you, so on and so forth, right? Now, hear me out. So, chosen ones, when they came here, they started starving. They was in famine. They was damaged, fire, deceit, craziness, all of this, right? So God seen that some people who came to earth didn't even want to be there. They people persuaded them to follow the devil, right? So that's almost like your mother who had certain ways and she told you to do the same thing. That father that's all about profit and he instilled in you that you got to work to get certain money and that's what it is. Or that's that person that tells you that you got to always get stepped on in order to get other people ahead. This is so and so. Oh, you get it, right? So chosen ones, all of a sudden God was like, listen, I ain't like the way that so-and-so looked back. I don't even think that they really wanted to go with the demons in a sense. So he sat there and recruited chosen ones, which is you. He chose you like, hey, would you mind going there, checking up and seeing if so-and-so's okay? Because they look like they didn't want to go, but so the devil was kind of pushy. They family was kind of pushy. They partner was kind of pushy. So can you just give them another opportunity to get them to themselves when other people ain't around and ask them like, hey, do you want a way out? Like, I could take you back to the kingdom if you want to. That's why God sends us chosen ones to certain people that's going through certain karmic things with karmic individuals. Yes, they get mad or they feel like we trying to turn them against their family, friends type of dynamic, but we not. We giving you an opportunity like, hey, yo, listen, I got the map. I can guide you back to God. God told me to come in and check on you to see if everything's all right. Like, you don't got to stay here. You starving. I can feed you. You need love. I can provide that. You need protection. I'ma shield you. You understand me? That's why when we cross paths with individuals, we end up coming based upon things that they were praying. God heard them. Like they crying out for love. They crying out for this. They crying out for that. God was like, hey, can you go check up on that? Because I hear them down there whining. I just want to make sure everything's all right. Get them an opportunity, but don't say it in front of a bunch of people. Because if you say it a bunch of around they family going to try to keep them from. So certain things we had to be silent. That's why we cross paths. When we usually made a left and God had us make that right instead. We crossed paths with certain people. We presented what they was asking for. That love, light, affection, certain intuition, confirmations. See, some people were seeking answers and God provided you that information. See, that's why your position is very, very strong. But hear me out. You was on your undercover boss. See, think about that show, Chosen Ones. See, when I say that, undercover boss, because you wasn't dressed to impress. You was actually in the work, so therefore you had to have a uniform in a sense. You had to blend in with this 3D world. You couldn't stand out. See, if you was really in those robes and that gold, then people would have knew what you was all about. See, you had to be ducked off. You heard me? So what happened? You came here, but God didn't bring you empty-handed. He gave you abundance, protection. I told you the personal pop-up generator in a sense. So anytime that God is not physically presented or present, he uses you so that people can plug in too. You're going to provide light to certain dark ass rooms, right? So that's when God says, hey, go over there. They electrics out. Let them charge up a little bit. Okay, well, this person needs this. God provides you enough to energetically feed them. See, again, but you gotta make sure that you're not providing light to certain demons. See, some of you was out here lighting rooms for people who was in those rooms plotting on you, that was out there not just plotting on you, but plotting to manipulate and take over other individuals too. So you was getting karma because God was like, I told you to light up rooms, but be cautious of who the rooms you lighting up. Because you out there providing certain light for these people to be writing certain dark things down, to really try to come up with a plan. Or you understand me, but hear me out, chosen ones. Thank you, babies. So that's why you sometimes get your hand popped. Or sometimes when God tells you not to relay everything, do not relay everything. There's some of you that wants to tell the individuals everything that you can to help them. And God's like, nah, nah, nah. You can't do it for them. You can guide them. And I gave this example before. It's almost like if somebody has math homework or they don't understand the tests for the math. You can sit there and guide them into the direction like, hey, remember, think about when we did it in class and remember this. We can't tell them how to do it, but we can push them in the right direction. And that's what we're supposed to do. See, some of you are so quick to try to take over that whole person's work. And now they dependent on you. You sitting there trying to take over everything for them, whether or not this is your kids, your family, your friends, your lover, your brother, your sister. You sit there and try to do everything for them like, oh, hold on. You see them getting discouraged. You see them being upset. But you know how some people just deliberately throw a fit to try to take advantage of certain things? They'll act like they so discouraged, but they ain't even try. They want you to do it. And that's why you get in trouble. It's a difference if you telling them like, hey, oh, well, look at this. Go look back at that. Just look over this area. And you doing the work for them. How are they ever going to know how to do their work then if you're doing all the work for them? No, you can give them key elements, certain notes to lead them in the right direction. That's these confirmations. There's some people that's so dependent on you for you to tell them every area that they should hit it to. Now, this is why I tell you all the time, chosen ones. And anybody who comes to me for coaching sessions can vouch for this. I'm not here for you to be dependent on me. I'm here for you to provide you confirmation so you get your confidence back up, so you stop doubting yourself. Because I'm going to tell you certain things that you've been thinking, certain things you've been trying to figure out. I'm going to sit there and get you to build you. I don't want you to be dependent on me. Because if you dependent on me, how you going to help somebody else get to where they supposed to be? If you dependent on me, chosen ones, how you going to be able to go out and prosper? You understand me? What work is going to get done then? You understand me? So I always tell you, I don't do this for profit. God just happened to have my purpose be a position that I can get profit for by being in it because I'm doing the job he needs me to do. You heard me? We don't do this for finances, but does that mean that God's not going to financially look out for us for doing certain things that he asked us to? That's why it's important for you to be in your purpose, because you getting paid off for doing something that you would do even if you didn't have money coming through. You love music. You would get paid. You would make music regardless if you on the radio, if you getting paid for it because you like music. You would be baking certain things if you like to do that. You would be doing that. It'll just be natural, right? If you like designing, you would always be designing, regardless if you getting paid to design them. This is something that you do, but God's going to put you in a position where you're going to get paid for being naturally you, authentically you. You understand me? So, but let's get back to it, chosen ones. See, I want you to realize again, there's certain individuals that you were connected to, but it almost feels like, and again, I told you that God is not the God of confusion. So what does that mean? If you already talked to God personally and said all the things that you wanted, you said, God, I want somebody who loves on me, respects me, knows me and understands me for me, somebody who reciprocates the same energy as me, whatever personally you were saying to God, right? I want you to realize, chosen ones, that's what's arriving right now. Now, do you need to be cautious? Yes, you got to inspect it. There's no rush. See, you've been patient for so long that some of you is like the first person that comes around that shows a little sign, you are so quick to go with them. That's almost, think about an Uber. That's like you knowing that a car is supposed to show up around this time, but you not looking to see what type of cars arriving, who the driver is, all of this, right? You just, soon as you see the first car pull up, you get in the car with them. Then you realize that wasn't an Uber, this was a damn kidnapper, and you done sat there and put yourself in certain risks because you didn't look closely to see if this is a person that you was expecting. You got to look at the checklist. If they don't have every single thing on that checklist, chosen ones, they are not for you. And that's the problem, because you're so used to settling and being invested in fixer-uppers. You so used to, well, it's not that bad. I could fix this up a little bit. Oh, well, it's not that bad. I could probably maneuver this a little bit. Didn't I tell you that you don't have to do that no more? That you going with people who's moving ready? That means the prayers that they've been praying for, they presented, they're getting presented and they prepared to receive them. They already playing their position. I want you to realize you are what you attract. So if the person that you attracting ain't where you at, that's not the person that you're supposed to be with. Okay, so if you are on your stuff, meaning you got your confidence up, meaning that you sat there and invested in your business, you took a risk out there, you separated from demonic things, you seeing certain things clearly, your person is not going to be somebody who is not a getter, go-getter, somebody who's still doing karmic ways that you got to persuade them to change. They're not going to be somebody that's out here cheating or out here deceiving and you got to try to show them differently. That's not your person. That's not your person. You may have crossed paths with them to show them a different direction in a sense, but that's a temporary position. Some of you are sticking with that temporary position and overlooking a job that you're going to have a career in. Now, what do I mean? See, think about this. Certain people that you cross paths with, right? It's similar to that temporary job when you don't have something around. You excited about it. So a relationship, a friendship, a partnership, a dynamic, right? I want you to think about this. When you feel like you are in lack, sometimes you just excited to get something. You understand? Get something. So that's like you. You were out of work for a while. Say that was you out of a relationship. That was you being isolated. So you so excited to be finally being brought on board for something or this getting presented that you sit there and don't apply to different positions and you settle for it. Now, what do I mean? See, that temp job seems cool, but you can't get benefits for working there. They can tell you that it's a possibility that later after this, you could get brought on permanently, but there's no guarantee that comes with it. These are those people who say, oh, well, we'll see how it goes. You never know. Or maybe you're thinking that maybe you can persuade them to like the things that you like or want to do certain things right or change their life or finally step into their life. This is you, oh, well, okay, well, that person really don't show love to me, but they entertain me from time to time, or they sleep with you, or they willing to stay in your crib or use certain things for you. So you settling for that temporary position. When really you could start that temporary position and apply to a different job that a career is going to be in. See, they could tell you that it's a possibility that you'll get brought on board. So that's them telling you that it's a possibility you'll get a commitment from them. It's a possibility that you'll be able to have kids with them. It's a possibility that they'll marry you. It's a possibility that they'll finally start reciprocating the same energy as you. But there ain't no guarantee. We gonna see, right? So for that temporary job, you gotta think, you got an assignment, right? And some of them will tell you, oh, the harder that you work, there's an opportunity for you to get that guaranteed position. But half of them are just saying that to get their job done quicker. So they telling you, do your work so good and we're going to pay attention to that and we're going to bring you on. So now you rushing, you working real hard, you busting your ass. For all of a sudden, them calling you and telling you that, nah, you don't got to come to work. They don't no longer have an assignment for you. The job is done. The task is done. When they got another opportunity, maybe they'll call you again. You hear me? So I want you to realize some of these people have been the same thing. They had you try to rush to help them up, put them in a position. You out here giving love to them. You out here providing finances for them. You out here trying to be a husband and a wife to them. You trying to persuade them to bring you on board. But as soon as you help them get into the position that they want to be in, they're going to discard you and then try to leave that door open just in case they need you again. Huh? Whereas you could have sat there and worked that job, but also applied to a permanent position that arrived. You could have been applying to certain jobs that had a guaranteed position. And therefore, again, when that assignment ends, it's cool because you already in a solid position. A job that automatically comes with benefits. A job that you're not going to have to worry about waking up at one time and there not being a job for you to do, or this person no longer needing you. This person, now you got to figure out what it is that you need. No. So stop settling for these temporary positions. You out here trying to persuade yourself that this is your person based upon the potential that they have to be, but not what you seeing. And I want you to think about this, chosen ones. How many of you was in a position where initially in the relationship, you was giving a lot to that individual? You gave them love. You helped build their career up. You helped build their confidence up. You sat there and helped put them in perspective. They could have been staying in your shit. They could have been riding in your whip. They could have been driving your whip but not putting no gas in it. So on and so forth, right? Certain people that you didn't have kids with and they had you raising the children for them, but just because they had that title, you was all for it. See, I want you to think about this. How many of those dynamics have you had where you done gave everything to them early on? And when you finally started to see that you wasn't going to get what you was given, you started to see certain things differently, right? See, this is why it's important for you to be real with yourself. Now, what do I mean? That was on you, chosen ones. I know you ain't trying to hear that. That was your fault. Because you knew that when you met that individual, there's certain things that you wanted for you. There's certain things that you wanted. So you may have wanted children, but when you met that person, they said that they didn't. So you sat there and dealt with them and put off the goals or dreams that you had to become a parent because that person didn't want to, but you thought in due time they'll know that the love for you and they'll want those things too. And then after a few years, you realize that you never was going to get what you wanted as far as that child. Or this person who says, oh, you put your dreams and admirations to the side, you help build up their career, and then when they going to sit there and do the same for you. Then all of a sudden you start looking like, hey, is it my turn? And they like, nah, not yet. You like, all right, this is the no, not yet. They come up with every excuse on why isn't your time to do it. So they were being them authentically from the beginning. You try to come up with excuses for them. They was cheaters from the beginning, but you said based upon what they went through, they was a victim when really they was a villain towards you. You sitting there coming up with excuses. Oh, they mother or father left them when they was 2. That's why they act the way they do. Shit, you went through what they went through too, but you sat there and stepped in your light. You didn't turn into no dark-ass individual. So I'm not trying to hear you have excuses for that person that you connected with. When it comes to you, you keep putting yourself down, talking about everything that you doing bad when it don't have nothing to do with you. It's based upon who your ass is connected with. I'm not playing with you. How come you always hard on yourself? Talking about, I didn't had this conversation with people. There's certain mothers that's feeling a certain type of way like, oh, well, they feel like they always on edge and all of this. I say, do you see the weight that you carrying on you? You feel like you a stressed out parent when the other parent ain't even playing a position. So, of course, they seem like the cool parent because they can pop in and pop out when they want to. That the weight of the world, you there when your kids are sick. You there when your kids need to go to school. You got to pick them up. You there when you got to leave work early because you got to sit there and go get them. Everything falls on you. And you still sit there and let these people project shit on you to make you feel less of you when you out here carrying the world of all these individuals. You cross paths with people. You helping them. Your friend going through certain things, you being a listening ear to them. You got everybody else's projections on you, and you sitting there thinking less of you, and you would have more energy if you was peaceful and wasn't connected to who you was connected to. So stop downplaying yourself. Pay attention to who you are around. If they are not at the same position as you, they're not for you. God said, as he's preparing you, the person who's truly for you is going to reflect that as well. Meaning they're going to already be there waiting like you were. They're going to get that. So it's almost like this, chosen ones. One, the person that you're supposed to be with went through the same thing that you went through too in order to get to you. So they had to disconnect from karmics, leave certain relationships, quit certain jobs, get their confidence, heal certain things that they went through, sit there and change into a different individual, put their passion and purpose get on their path to their purpose. So when they had to put that work in like you. So if you're meeting an individual where you got to do work for them as well, then that's not for you. You understand me? You cross paths with them to show them where they're going to get to. But that doesn't mean that you keep chopping down parts of you to stay at the same heights as these people that you outgrew. You hear me? You got to know that. We show them by being in action. But some of you pause your progression because you out here assigning yourself to people that wasn't assigned to you. You hear me? So I'm going to tell you this. That person, that karmic, is always going to get what they want initially. So they are, because they being authentically them. But you could have got what you was supposed to get too had you been your authentic person. That means you not compromising. Not you, oh, well, they only got this. So I guess almost acting like Smokey's mother in a sense. Talking about this ain't enough and we'll make it enough. Motherfucker, you know $2 ain't enough for some thugs. You know damn well. You understand? They try to put $2.50 to that damn split. It don't make no sense. You don't got enough for it. You heard me? No. People sitting there trying to always cut you short. Always, oh, well, they got it to give. Yeah, but I ain't got it to give it to you. I'm investing this in other shit. That energy, that mentality, that love, that affection, that you stop giving to people who are taking. You keep giving to people who aren't replacing nothing. That's like somebody that you live with. They done drunk all the damn milk but left that empty container in the refrigerator. That's a sign, chosen ones. People that's going to get their last little bit and leave you empty shit and have you discard of some extra. That's like people who, again, they going to leave certain things for you to do. You done cooked. They want you to clean too. You done cooked, clean, prepared they plate to eat. Now you sitting there, did everything. And when it comes down for you to eat, you out here balancing a baby on your knee. Now your food's all cold. Now you ain't got the appetite to even eat, or you understand me, don't even got the energy. Stop that. The person that you with, you not settling. And you an infant, so you so used to, doing some projects. A do-it-yourself project, fixer-upper. We not doing that. You hear me? We not doing that, chosen ones. So I want you to truly stop entertaining individuals who are not, you don't match their energy, you maintain yours, and you see who has the same energy that you carry. If they don't, then you carry yourself on. You hear me? This ain't no, you want love, you got that. That person who comes in is going to be that. Some of you so scared to tell the person the things that you want because you so scared that they going to run off. If they run off, then they wasn't yours in the first place. If you say this and it makes them look at you different, then that's somebody that you wasn't supposed to be with. If you feel like what you say to this individual is going to be misconstrued, then that's not the person for you. The person that's for you is going to have a like mind like you. You're not going to have to break everything down. Every 5 minutes you explaining yourself. I mean this. Nah, they going to know that. They going to be like, yo, they going to start correcting you like, baby, you ain't got to explain yourself. Stop it. I understand. If you need reassurance, they going to provide it. They going to say, baby, nah, you know what? Baby, nah, I'm working right. They going to communicate. The past person where you could have been like, baby, I don't hear from you. Like, I don't even talk to you like that. What's going on? Your past person could have got mad, talked all this stuff. Yo, you ranting all the time. You out here complaining all the time. You nagging. I'm doing this. When your true divine partner is going to speak softer with you, you're going to feel peace with them when you talk to them. You're going to sit there and be like, hey, okay, well, let me see. Baby, I'm working, I'm this, so on and so forth, right? You're going to sit there and carry things differently. So I want you to realize things is different. You hear me? Things is different when the person that you're supposed to be with. They going to understand that. They going to explain it. They going to comprehend it. Don't sit there and feel if you got to break everything down, they not your squad. See, people always get their feathers ruffled when I tell them certain things that the divine tells me to say. I'm not here to persuade you to go in the right direction. I'm telling you what's going to come with you hidden in the negative, but I ain't going to beg you to step in your divine energy. You don't want that shit, don't do that shit then. But there's going to be karma and consequences when you try to stop somebody else from stepping in their position. See, some of these people let the devil back them, sit there, boost them up. The devil done sat there and persuaded you. See, that's almost like chosen ones. Somebody who's a false flagger. Now, what do I mean? See, that's somebody who they out here repping a certain gang, right? They out here repping this or repping that. Until they come across somebody who's really about that life in Christ and put certain work in order to get that title, right? See, there's certain people that's out here acting like they acting like they repping God, but they God is not the same as yours. See, there's certain people that act like they chosen, but they wasn't chosen by God. They was chosen by a demonic individual. See, there's certain people that, again, are only in certain positions based upon the fact that they able to swindle. See, chosen ones is different because we really like that. We live how they post like they being. You understand me? So we are what they post to be. You heard me? So they acting like they so godly. They acting like they so divine. They acting like they really like that. Who put you on? Because when you come across somebody who's really in their path and God tells them to say certain things and call you out on certain things because you leading people down the wrong path, you could try to do what you do to try to sabotage a real chosen individual, but we put that work in. You understand me? Our name is right. I'm telling you, our name ring bells in the spiritual world and on earth too. Every realm that you go to. So chosen ones. There's certain people that, again, they try to doubt you or have you doubt or be insecure. They sit there and try to rep certain things that they ain't put work in to get. Somebody else gave them that title till they cross paths with somebody who's really about that shit. Now, what do I mean? See, again, that's like somebody that's in a gang. They got that flag. How Snoop say, hanging out the backside, only on the left side. Yeah, that they out here repping that blue flag, right? Red, yellow, whatever the case may be. See, they acting like they just America's Most Wanted. They acting like they really like that till they cross the paths with somebody who's really like that and pulls that flag and checks them on that shit. Ask them certain questions like, hey, yo, who selects you for this position? What type of work that you put in? Then that person gonna say, oh, well, this person said, how your cousin told you that you chosen and they wasn't even chosen? How your family gonna tell you that you leading people to the right direction and they couldn't even lead themselves? The devil led them towards, man, I'm not playing with them. I told you, you know how many certain people used to get mad when I call out false prophets and prophetess? Feathers was getting ruffled. See, that's why I had to say what I said too. See, I'm not about to get my hand popped or karma and consequences because I don't listen when God tells me to relay certain truths to you. See, there's a possibility because God protects babies and fools. So maybe you didn't know no better when you was following the people that you was following or connected to the people that you was connected to. But once somebody brings something to your attention, if you don't look into it, then that comes back on you. You understand me? And that comes in various forms. I want you to think, right? Chosen ones. That's like, again, I gave you this example before, but it's almost like if I see this person leading this group to a place that I know that it's a dead end. I know that there's a cliff that's right there and that they could fall off it. I know that it's a evil way, a path that is real crazy that you going down. And I'm telling you like, hey, watch out. It's a dead end ahead. Hey, watch out. Y'all might fumble into some shit. Hey, watch out. It's going to be this. And there's certain people that get mad talking about you trying to ruin the fun or you just hating. And you like, nah, I'm trying to tell you, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Look right there. You see that sign that say dead in the head? But they was distracted because they was focused on that person and let that person deter them from the path. See, there's some people that, again, was listening to this person. They were so excited to just be a part of something. So they going to go hard about that person, but be cautious who you loyal to. See, you loyal to a demonic individual, then you don't get you're not going to get spared. You're going to go through what they go through too. You understand me? God's going to tell you like, hey, yo, tell them that it's and there's certain leaders that know that they leading you to no good, but they know that they haven't come up from you. You feeding their ego. You out here, I told you there was a pastor that tried to get me on their team, wanted me to come together for their congregation and all of these things, right? And then all of a sudden, what happened? I was like, nah, I felt that negative energy about him, right? This is somebody who used to have his followers put hey, put roses all down in their comments. Does that sound, from the outside looking in, you would say, oh, that's not a big deal. They talking about putting roses. That's not a big deal. Okay. But when you think about this, you know how they say if God walks through, you throwing flowers at the feet, you throwing all these things at the feet. They was trying to get y'all to throw certain flowers towards them to seem like they was walking on all of these things. They wanted you to praise them. There's certain people that, again, I always say, God gave me the gift. He gets the recognition automatically. You understand me? I'm just being who he selected me to be. I'm speaking my truth, living in my truth authentically. God selected Noah the same way too. He knew that Noah knew how to build. That's why he relayed that message about that flood that was going to come to him. Because he knew that Noah was already in his position. He was already building. So therefore, he knew that he selected that individual to build certain things too that was going to sit there and save other individuals from going through what they went through. Did people call him crazy? Yes, until that water came. So you, again, got to realize you placed in a position that you're supposed to be in. God selected you to be chosen because, one, you somebody who speaks your mind. You're not somebody who's going to live your life based upon other things that people told you to do. You're not going to sit there and go against your morals for monetary gain. You're not going to do so shit like these other karmic-ass individuals. You're not no liar. You're not no deceiver. You're not no beater. You're not evil. None of this. So, therefore, God knew he was selected for certain positions. I always tell you that. You heard me? I'm not playing with you, chosen ones. That's why I'm not, man, listen, because y'all know I be getting tight about this. Because y'all be letting these bum-ass demonic individuals downplay you. You out here doubting yourself for these people who don't even know them. And they trying to get you not to know you so they can try to imitate you and be you, thinking that your same blessings is going to come through, but it's not, because it's not. They not equipped to carry the same energy as you. They gonna mess around and blow a fuse trying to be like you. You understand me? God tells you to give certain people warnings time and time again, because again, you may not know why you're doing the things that you do, but once I bring that to your attention and you continue to move like that when karma's coming through, I ain't trying to hear no crying. You out here acting like a practitioner, trying to play your energy. I done gave you time and time again to stop the shit that you was doing, and you kept doing it, right? I sat there and tried to be nice. Now, chosen ones, when I'm saying this, I'm saying it like you. We done sat there and tried to be nice and get these opportunities to get their shit together. You was attacking me because you wasn't confident. You was attacking me because you was trying to get the attention of the person that you wanted to be with, so you wanted to show loyalty to them, but they was just using you. It was part of an illusion. They was using you as a shield to say the shit that they wanted to say, but they knew better not to. You know how many people that, again, send their followers in to leave disrespectful comments, try to say certain things? I told you, when I started pulling cards, I didn't ruffle that whole deck. See, I'm trying to tell you, these individuals are starting to realize that they definitely should have came correct, because they not going against us. They going against God who spoke through us, who told us to do what we do. So again, equivalent to that sibling that you told them like, hey, yo, my dad told you to clean your room. And they talking big boy shit to you, baby. You clean your room if you want to. If you don't, cool. But that's your ass getting popped. That's you getting in trouble, not me. You can't say that the message wasn't relayed. You can't say that you ain't know that because I told that. You heard me? So, chosen one, stick in your truth. Don't question. Some of you trying to compromise the true divine partner that you want to be with, when, again, even down to the looks. You like, oh, well, this person, again, it goes equivalent to that Uber. You calling an Uber and you didn't do your research. You ain't look at the list. So the first whip that pulls up, your ass stepped and got into it, when really that wasn't the car that you was supposed to be in. And had you looked over certain things and not try to be in a rush, your ass wouldn't have slowed up your progress in a sense, because now you got to get out that car and reorder your Uber again. And now you were so worried about being late, but you wouldn't have been late had you paid attention. So, chosen ones, I want you to realize it, right? See, I want you to realize that you out here settling. There's some of you that was willing to settle for certain individuals that damn near look like Beetlejuice. Now, everybody got their preference. Everybody's ugly to somebody. Shit. You understand me? I understand that. But there's some of you that's, oh, well, this person's showing love, so I guess they don't got the bread and they don't got the looks, but they got the love. That's not your person. Do all that damn list check off. Now you out here, every time you look at them, you trying to persuade yourself to like them, then you get cheated on by damn Beetlejuice, and now you feeling a certain type of way. You sat there and settled for that person when they, again, wasn't your preference. You just persuaded yourself to be with them because you call yourself being obedient. God said, hey, yo, who told you that was your person? Because they showed a bit of love to you. That's cool. You ain't have to be evil to the person, but they not yours. You ain't got to entertain them just because they like you. There's some of you that's out here, again, you out here entertaining people that's looking like gremlins for real. They talking about they on gremlin time. I bet, motherfucker, yes. Looking like a damn Furby energetically. And you gonna have your face all screwed up because there's some of you that in dated damn partners because you, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Yo, know I gotta be transparent. I used to like my masculines with a hint of ugly. I'm not gonna lie. See, it's weird to say that. It's weird, but those who know, right? I used to like mine with a little, where you got a second look a little bit like, is he? I don't know. Is he? 1 minute from the right, to the right, he looking right. To the left, he needs to get left. You understand? I used to like a motherfucker, but I had to realize I liked it because I was thinking like, boy, him ugly ain't going to be that much competition. They going to get right because I experienced some cheaters in the past. Then all of a sudden, this damn real monster cheated, and I'm like, damn, that's even more embarrassing. How the fuck we get cheated on by a motherfucker we shouldn't even been speaking to? A motherfucker that was, you understand, again, everybody's ugly to somebody, but we ain't just talking about looks. We talking about that energy. You ugly as shit. You could be cute as shit on the exterior, but if your energy inside ain't right, motherfucker, you ugly too. You heard me? So we done sat there and got embarrassed where we, what? No, we not doing it. So I want you to realize that your divine partner is going to look how you want them to look. But they're going to have all the things that you want them to have too. They don't got to be no billionaire, but if they on they ambitious, they chasing their dreams and admirations, then you know that money's going to come through. They just being authentically them, and that's what you need around you. Somebody that is going to show love to you, then been through what you've been through, but willing to take that risk with you. Somebody that's going to protect you, not play about you. They're going to encourage you. They're going to compliment you. They're going to sit there and, again, be on the same type of time that you want. But if you got to persuade them to be on that time, if somebody you got to chase them, they don't want to be caught, chosen ones. If you got to chase them down, like, hey, yo, you out here chasing. They don't want to get caught. Think about Jason. If you running from his ass because you don't want to get stabbed in your back, right? So if they running from you, they don't want to be with you. They not for you. You all out of breath, sitting there huffing and puffing like Shorty off of Friday After Next. Baby, you running, or you understand, you running around them like Baby D, running and chasing after Day Day and shit. Now they give you a small cookie, whether or not that's they pocket, they pipe, some profit, some attention. They give you something to stop you in your tracks real quick. Contain you a little bit. You understand? I'm not huffing and puffing chasing after you. I'm not doing what? These are the same people that, when they was little, were the people that, it's fun to play tag until they and now they quit. That's these people that, it's cool when you giving them love, but as soon as you require love for them, fuck it. It's cool when you cooking big meals and cleaning and all of this shit, but when you ask them to do something, fuck it, they quit. Pay attention to this. You understand me? Pay attention. How they say, now listen, it's not the same way that we typically say, but you know how somebody say, shit, you better get yours while they getting theirs? That's true. Nobody told you to wait that out. Shit. Nobody. And I ain't even talking about pertaining to sexually, but if they getting what they want out of you and you not getting nothing from that individual, like, chosen ones, what? Now you gonna be dry while they fully supplied, and they didn't even sit there and seal up certain holes that they had. They pouring out the shit that you poured into them, or they pouring into somebody else's glass. Now your shit's on dry. You can't even water the things that you needed to water. Your dreams, admirations, your children, your household, your job, all of that, right? You sitting there you don't got enough energy because you doing everything for everybody else. If you don't just say no, your mother, oh, well, I need somebody to take me to the store. You got 5 damn children, Murray. Call them. We are not your first call resolution. See, who else did you call? Who else did you call? Oh, well, the lights, I don't know, your lights. Well, buy you some candles then, Murray. You knew that your damn light bill was due the same way that it was due last month, too. You understand? Why you ain't go and actually try, but now the first call resolution at the last minute, you want us to, I'm not doing it. And I told you, I do not care. It does not ruffle my feathers. People talking shit. It don't. I'm telling you, when people say, oh, somebody's unbothered, I'm not talking about unbothered like Omarion's ass fake to be, because he's the most bothered, unbothered motherfucker I done seen. He's just manipulated with it, right? When I tell you, I don't give no, look, what you feel pertaining to me being authentically me, I don't care that you mad because what I say ruffle your feathers. So what? What? Somebody said, oh, your name's so unbothered. That's so funny. But I'm trying to tell you, what do you used to people bending at your knee and walking on, I don't give a fuck. You got an attitude, be mad. But your ass gonna listen. Oh, you don't care what I say? Okay, cool. But that shit's still gonna be implemented or instilled in your head. That you gonna come back to that thought. If you feel the need, there's certain people, I'm telling you, I done seen it. They go out their way to text out all of these. I don't give a, baby, save it. Put them little paws down. Because it's as simple as a swipe to the left. Now you blocked. Now you got to create a new email to create another damn profile. And when that comes, you getting blocked again. Blocked, bucko. I'm not playing with you. I'm not here to make no demonic ass individuals comfortable. You mad, be mad. Oh, you upset because I said that so-and-so wasn't for you? They weren't. They a demon. Get over it. I'm saying you two better for that. And you mad. Well, if I tell you take your little dumb ass on then and be with their ass, you going to be big mad about that too. Like, why would you wish that on me? Bitch, I told you what to do. Now, what do you want? You ain't going to have it just any damn type of way that you want. I'm not going to keep hearing that. I done told you, so-and-so ain't for you. But you want me to tell you that they for you while they beating your ass, cheating on you, not showing attention to you. They don't even raise their kids and feel like they going to be around you. I'm not fucking... You know how many people I ruffle feathers? We could be cool. I'm calling you out on your shit. Where your kids at? Why you ain't talk to them? Ain't no excuse. You going to do what you are supposed to do regardless of who tells you that you can't do it. I ain't trying to have somebody who letting everybody else run them. You ain't in my squad then. Fuck is you talking about? Oh, well, my baby father or your baby mother won't let you see your kids. Shut your dumb ass up and go to court for them then. You talking about you ain't got bread for a lawyer, then you ain't even really look into it then because you don't even need all of that. You out here paying child support, then you automatically have entitlement to their ass too. So the mother or father's getting what they want by getting finances from you, then guess what? You gonna get what you want too by being around your child and raising their ass. I'm not playing with y'all out here making excuse. You limited if you want to be. That's it. If in this season, if you limited, it's because that's how you want to see that shit then. Because you got all these options, but you keep choosing the best of the bums at the bottom of the damn bin. If that's what you want to do. You sitting there talking about how the parent won't help you, but you ain't even filed their ass for support. You want to keep raising little Ray or little damn, you understand, Jacob by yourself? With no fuck out, then do it then. And I don't want to hear no damn complaining about how you had to scrape certain shit out because you should have sat there and filed for their ass. They out here going out of town, got the freshest fits, and you over here struggling in order to pack or make certain meals for your damn... I'm not... Then you like to struggle then. Shut your ass up and move to the left. Move to the left. Because you still was on that pop that for that ass. I'm not. He was like, well, if they so I just hate them. But you was just laying up with them. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut it up. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. And I told y'all. So be mad. Be mad. I don't care. You chasing. Oh, they had babies on you. And you still with them? You said babies. That's plural too. I'm not playing with y'all. You talking about, oh, how they just always try to ruin your life. They got you booked because they was mad at you. And you still coming up with excuses for this person because you saying about what they went through and they need somebody to support them. You went through shit too. And instead of being on your team and showing love towards you, they try to destroy you. What the fuck? I'm just saying. You out here just looking in the bottom of the bin. You just digging. Oh, well, let me see. Oh, well, they got a good pipe game, but finances is limited. They haven't had a job in 12 years. Ain't seen their kids in 9. Disrespect their mother. Got ego. You out here just, ain't no damn prize. Throw that shit in the bin. You out here trying to pick out the smallest shit when you don't got to look in that area no more. Guys like, man, listen. If you don't get over here and look over here, you keep looking at that dollar section. Baby, I told you guys like his pockets run steep. What you want? You want love? I got that. Happiness? I got that. Prosperity? I got that. Protection? I got that. All of that. Shit, hold on. I almost sound like that little Weppy song, but I digress. But I'm trying to tell you, guys like, baby, you can have whatever you like. What you want? You trying to be cute. Well, I guess. Can I just have this? Okay, you want love. Yeah, but it's okay if it's a little stale. Guys like, I wouldn't even do that for you. Like, choose what you want. You ain't got to look over there. Oh, you want some chocolate? Cool. You want some fruity candy? Cool. You get to choose what you want. That's why I say if it's not all on your list and you know that you truly went within and you know what's best for you in the direction that you hit it in, you're selecting partners that's going to be able to play that position. You out here, again, you not going to have a peasant step on the throne and try to rule over some shit. You not. And that's what y'all been doing, selecting peasant-ass energies, trying to run certain legacies with you. And that doesn't make sense. They'll never be able to do so. You trying to train them, but they got to be in that position. A king is a king. A queen is a queen. A god is a god, and a goddess is a goddess. Now, when I say a god, I don't mean the God, but if God put a piece of you inside chosen ones, you gods and goddesses. Now, what's what I mean? See, again, kings and queens typically take over other people's ranking. Work that other people put in. All they had to do was step up and play that position, and now they get to have it, right? Whereas gods and goddesses, we the individuals that create those opportunities. We manifest with God in order to present certain things in. We create new opportunities. We create abundance. We create love. We turn nothing into something. You hear me? Everybody got a position to play. That's cool. But you out here trying to carry over somebody else's throne and that don't belong to you. That's not what you intended to do. You hear me? So choose who you want. Choose who is supposed to be for you. You're not, if it's from the divine, there's no compromise. There's not no, oh, well, okay, well, I got to understand. Those people who say, oh, well, if you want you're a man to be successful, then you got to settle for them not being available. Motherfucker, that's a boy. A man is going to be able to balance his finances in his family. Why? Because he's divinely aligned. His inside is balanced. Everything else is aligned too. You don't got to pick and choose. You hear me? So, but listen, I got to get up off here, chosen ones. Let me say this lastly, right? Be very cautious of things that you want. Because you out here trying to be cute, settle. That's like you going on you hungry as a mug. Your damn stomach's touching your bike, as the Floridians say. And you trying to be cute in front of that person. It seem like you don't eat too much or you're not requesting too much. Your stomach's going to be growling. Your shit's going to be, you're going to be lightheaded. You're going to be damn near shaky and shit. Trying to be cute because you scared that person's going to think a certain type. I'm eating. I don't care. I'm not trying to be cute. I'm not trying to be cute. You out here bird picking certain shit. Bird picking. Oh, not requiring a lot of love from them. Not asking too much for them. Not doing... I'm not trying to hear that shit. And I told y'all, how I carry mines, you got to carry yours too. I'm with my squad 24/7, 365. So you damn near, when the time comes to be around mine, your squad gonna be around too. It ain't no you being around me raising my kids and you ain't raised your kids. Now they looking from the outside looking in on why you sat there and selected something. I'm not playing with you. If you not a good father or mother, we ain't friends, shorty. We ain't cool. I don't condone that shit. You coming up with excuses on why so-and-so won't let you do. That means you listening to the devil and you not from the divine crew. Because the divine crew, we ain't questioning shit. When God guides us, we doing it. And what's happening? Oh, what you got? What happened? What you mean? Coming up with excuses. Oh, everybody. You not no damn victim. Shut your ass up. Half the time you the damn villain. Half the time these people going through what they went through because they didn't sabotage other people from getting shit that they was supposed to. Just like, man, we gonna get into it. But listen, I'ma upload this live a little shit that they was supposed to. Just like, man, we gonna get into it. But listen, I'ma upload this live a little yet. Lady, make sure it paused a little bit. I'll be back more times for the coaching sessions. So, because it's the holiday, I do have more availability. Because I told y'all about my squad. I cut my schedule in half. I'm a mother for real. You hear me? So, but now that it's open, you understand? Now it's the holidays. I do have a few extra hours to add. So, definitely coaching sessions, links in my bio. But I love y'all so much, all right? Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, baby.